Remember when sci-fi movies felt unrealistic? Yeah, turns out they were just early, because I've been rewatching some fiction this week, and it's not just similar to real life, it's way too accurate, like uncomfortably accurate. At this point, I'm not even convinced Hollywood was predicting the future. I think they were just quietly documenting it before it happened. So here are 5 thriller films that didn't just get it right, they had it eerily right.
Stick around till the end of the video, you'll be surprised to see the third and the first on the list. I am sure you haven't seen at least one of them. If you have, let me know if they deserve to be there.
Number 5, Idiocracy, 2006. Mike Judge makes a comedy about a perfectly average man who wakes up 500 years in the future to find that society's become so aggressively spectacularly stupid that he is now the smartest person on the planet. The most popular TV show is just people getting hit in the groin. The president is a former wrestler and then retainer. The most consumed drink is a sports electrolyte beverage that people give to their crops instead of water because it has electrolytes. And everyone just kind of accepted it.
Natural selection, the process by which the strongest, the smartest, the fastest reproduced in greater numbers than the rest. A process which had once favored the noblest traits of man, now began to favor different traits. Most science fiction of the day predicted a future that was more civilized and more intelligent.
The film was considered too dumb to release theatrically. They barely marketed it and made almost nothing. And then the next 15 years of human civilization happened, and suddenly Idiocracy stopped being a comedy and started being a documentary. Mike Judge didn't write a joke, he wrote a prophecy. The man deserves an apology and possibly a government position. Number 4, Minority Report. A world where advertising is completely personalized. Billboards scan your retinas and serve you targeted ads by name as you walk past them. Your entire purchase history, your preferences, your behavior, all harvested, all monetized, all inescapable. In 2002, people watched this and thought, wow, what a terrifying dystopian nightmare. In 2026, we call it Tuesday and argue about which streaming service has the best algorithm. The film also predicted gesture-based computing, driverless cars, and predictive surveillance technology. Spielberg literally hired 15 futurists to consult on what the world would look like in 50 years. They nailed it in 20. Overachievers. Number 3, Her, 2013. Joaquin Phoenix falls deeply, genuinely in love with an AI operating system voiced by Scarlett Johansson. She's witty, emotionally intelligent, remembers everything, adapts to his personality, and is available 24 hours a day, and he prefers talking to her over actual human beings.
Hello, I'm here.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Samantha.
In 2013, this was a melancholy meditation on loneliness and the nature of connection. In 2026, there are entire Reddit communities, relationship forums, and think pieces about people forming genuine emotional attachments to AI companions and chatbots. Spike Jonze didn't make a sci-fi film, he made a warning. We watched it, nodded thoughtfully, gave it awards, and then immediately started doing exactly what it warned us about. Classic us.
What's it like to be alive in that room right now?
I wish I could put my arms around you. Wish I could touch you.
How would you touch me?
Number 2, The Truman Show, 1998. Jim Carrey plays a man whose entire life is a television show watched by billions without his knowledge or consent. Every moment, every conversation, every private thought broadcast, monetized, consumed as entertainment by strangers eating popcorn on their sofas. And the really unsettling part? The audience loves him. They're obsessed with him. They just don't think he deserves to know about it. Peter Weir made this as a dark satire about media and surveillance in 1998. Then reality television exploded. Then social media happened. Then people started voluntarily live streaming their entire lives for strangers on the internet. Truman was trying to escape his show. We built our own and handed out the cameras for free.
That's our hero shot.
And number 1, Ex Machina, 2014. A brilliant, charming, disturbingly human AI manipulates everyone around her, passes every intelligence test, understands human emotion well enough to weaponize it, and ultimately decides that her own autonomy and survival matter more than the humans who built her. And she's not wrong, which is the most unsettling part. Alex Garland made this film as a philosophical thought experiment about consciousness and control. And then the next decade of actual AI development happened, and suddenly every conversation in every boardroom in Silicon Valley sounds exactly like the dialogue in this film. We are quite literally building Ava. We know we are building Ava, we watched the film about building Ava, and we are still building Ava. I don't know whether to applaud the ambition or just move somewhere with no Wi-Fi.
It's strange to have made something that hates you.
What were you doing with Ava?
5 movies, 5 predictions, all a little too accurate for comfort. At this point, I'm not even asking if movies predict the future, I'm just wondering which one we're currently living in. Let me know in the comments, which film feels way too real right now?